Good morning. Today I'm going to show you a really nice hike in the Coldstream Valley area of Truckee, California. There are a lot of trails in this area, but the one that we did was a pretty easy one, and it is near the Donner Pond. So I'm going to show you a few of the areas here on Google Maps. Right here, the Allen Hart Freeway is actually Highway 80. This section is called Allen Hart Freeway. This road right here is Donner Pass Road. And if you're in this part of town, all you need to do is stay on Donner Pass Road and keep heading in this direction, which is east. And you're going to run into downtown Truckee. Right here at this intersection, there's a motel called Truckee Donner Lodge. There's also a Chevron gas station right in this intersection right there. This road right here is called Coldstream Road. Right now, this is just an empty plot of land, but it looks like they're building something on here, and it's either apartments or condos. I'm not really sure, but they are building something right here. The hike that we did is called Coldstream Canyon. And if you look on the internet for Coldstream Canyon Trail, you're going to find a lot of different, somewhat conflicting information because this area is pretty large. So the one that I'm going to show you today is the one that starts right here in the small parking lot and goes west along Donner Pond and in this area. This hike is listed on page 30 of the Truckee.com magazine. I zoomed out a little so you can see where this is located. Here's Donner Pond where we do the hike, and it is directly east of Donner Lake and directly south of Donner Memorial State Park. And here is the Highway 80. The best way to find this trailhead if you're using GPS is to search for Truckee Donner Lodge, which is located on Coldstream Road. So the directions in the magazine says, from I-80, take the Truckee Donner Memorial State Park exit west of Truckee. Follow the paved road past the Truckee Donner Lodge for about half a mile and park. Start walking on the road. So those are the instructions that you're going to see in the tour book. And what they're telling you is, once you see this lodge, just keep traveling in this direction along Coldstream Road. Keep going until the road dead ends right around here. And this is where you're going to park. It's a very small parking lot and it is free parking. Once you park, look for some fences that are made out of tree trunks. And you're going to be on the left side of those tree trunks. The tree trunks are separating the hiking trail and the campground area. You know you're going the right direction if you see Donner Pond on your left-hand side. So there's a trail that just keeps going in. Coming up next is our video tour of our hike on that trail. Stay tuned. Good morning. Today we are visiting the Coldstream Canyon Trail in Truckee, California. This trail so far is flat. It is not paved. It is just a dirt trail, but it is marked clearly, and in that direction there are some campsites. It really is quite beautiful out here. We are surrounded by trees. There's a lot of shading out here. So far this trail has been right next to this stream. Coldstream. This is really quite gorgeous out here. There's a very small parking area at the trailhead, and it is also very close to the off-ramp of Highway 80. There's a gas station outside, so it's all very convenient and easy. Today's date is November 11, and I'm out here with just a cotton shirt and sweatpants. It's a lovely day. We're going to continue walking down this direction. This boulder is pretty large. It's kind of fun to see all these rocks out here. Here's another view of the stream. There are a lot of rocks on this trail. And here's one last look at this cute little Truckee chipmunk. So far we've been following these I don't know what you call it, fence things. They had these starting at the trailhead by the parking lot, and now those things sort of end right here, and we have a couple of choices. Looks like if we go in this direction, we're going to be on some kind of road that's paved. And if we go in this direction, maybe this is the hiking trail because somebody has put all these rocks here to guide us. So that is heading eastbound. So we're going to follow these rocks and stay on this dirt road and see where it takes us. The stream is on that side. We haven't really walked that far from the parking lot, probably 10-15 minutes so far. I'm really enjoying all these giant boulders out here. Lots of pine cones on the ground. It is very quiet out here. Look at this giant boulder. That looks like a head. I'm gonna get a little closer to the boulder and see what that head looks like on this side. Oh, this is fascinating. So it's actually, wow, it's two boulders that were split. That is really amazing. Look at that. It's been sliced in half. Look at this tree that has toppled over. There's a baby Christmas tree. This is the first sign that we saw on this trail. It's interesting that there's actually no signs out there at the trailhead. What a lovely surprise. We just ran into this guy who's scaling the rock, and he sure makes it look easy. That sign says that the trail ends, so we're gonna go back and retrace our steps. Some bicyclists are coming down this trail now, and to my right is the water. Coldstream. The bikers are heading up in that direction, so I guess we're gonna go check it out. We have a sea of pine cones right here in this path. This is kind of the canyon area of the trail. We had just come from that direction, and the water is in that direction. On this part of the trail, there's some ups and downs, just little teeny tiny ups and downs, not a big deal. When we started on the trail, it was totally flat. But now, as you can see, there's a lot more rocks, pine cones, trees that have fallen. It's a little different out here. Here's another giant rock that looks like it's been split. It's pretty interesting how the surface is almost completely smooth and flat. It's almost like somebody came here and sliced it in half with a knife. There's teeny tiny mushrooms growing out of this tree. And look at these interesting branches. I hope you guys can see that these branches are all covered with lichen, bright green. There's a lot of lichen on the ground. This trail feels very foresty, so there's a lot of shade in here, and right now it's cool, but it's not cold. It is extremely quiet and peaceful in here. And here's the trail. You do have to be, you do have to concentrate and make sure you don't go off the trail and get lost out here. Here's that lichen-covered tree from a different angle. And we're going to keep going in that trail. We are now actually heading back to the trailhead. We came upon a bunch of paved roads, and we didn't feel comfortable continuing with the hike. So we turned around and we're going to go back on this dirt road. The rock climber has now relocated to the split rock. He's studying the rock very carefully to figure out the best way to get up there. We are now back out in the open again, and we are heading back to the trailhead and to the parking lot. So here's another view of the water. There are a lot of trails in the back where we decided to turn around because it got a little scary for us. And we're thinking next time when we come back with more food and more water and boots, we will consider continuing in some of those trails. They do seem to go pretty deep into the forest. And having some hiking poles also helps back there. Out here, it's pretty flat. You don't need boots or hiking poles. But once you get deeper into the forest, having some poles and boots really helps. Here's another view of the water, and we can see on the ground there's a lot of golden leaves. So I'm guessing that if we had been here 2 weeks ago, all of these beautiful golden leaves would have been on these trees, and the colors would have been amazing. Beautiful autumn colors. Here's a view of the campground, which is close to the trailhead. I think these are bear-proof lockers. Really nice area. It's right next to the water. So if I pan over to the left side, you can see a little bit of the water through the trees. This is a great area for camping. It's totally flat. Here we are back out in the parking lot and the trailhead. There's the water, and this is the trail that we were on. Really nice trail. Campsites. The interesting thing about this trail is that it is not marked very well. So make sure you check your hiking maps and such. This is a very small parking lot. And going in that direction is the way to get back on the freeway, Highway 80. And going in that direction is Donner Pass Road, and that goes into downtown Truckee. Thank you for watching. And have a wonderful day. Signing off from Truckee, California.